Welcome to Rowdy Rants. I'm Rowdy. Thanks for coming. I'm back again. Going to do a little talk about the Nord Stream pipeline. The things going on with the Biden administration and the Vladimir Putin administration. Now, everything I'm talking about is opinion, mine. Most of it I couldn't prove with facts if I had to, so I'm not claiming it's facts. These are my thoughts on the matter. That's my disclaimer for YouTube. I'm not citing, anything that is an affirmed issue that I have information that the mainstream news don't. Now, let's move forward. The Nord Stream pipeline, Nord Stream 2, is a pipeline that is going from Russia into Europe, and what it is for is it's for the sales of gas to Europe. It had been stopped by the Trump administration, and the reason being is as long as there was no Nord Stream 2, Vladimir Putin and Russia needed the pipeline going through Ukraine. And as long as the United States was backing up Ukraine as a ally, then the odds of Vladimir Putin actually moving on that to secure the pipeline there were minimal. Once again, my opinion. Fast forward to the future, the Biden administration approved the Nord Stream 2, giving Russia the go-ahead for direct sales through out Europe in Nord Stream 2. What this did, and in my opinion with the Biden administration, is they were trying to reduce friction with Russia. If they had Nord Stream 2, then the Ukraine wouldn't be as important to them, and they would have less reason to want to invade. Okay. The problem with that is, in my opinion, is that when you gave Vladimir Putin Nord Stream 2 and you have the Ukraine now also having a pipeline, is it made Vladimir Putin look on at least level playing grounds, if not subservient to President Biden. And in the Russian culture, that's not going to fly. So now, Vladimir Putin, while he needed Nord Stream 2 to continue, he also needs the Russian people to see him as a strong leader. Thus, whereas he was halted before in securing the pipeline through Ukraine, now he doesn't need to, because he was given this by President Biden. Yeah, I hope you see where I'm going here. So what we're seeing on the borders of Ukraine is an expression of we could invade. And of course you have the Biden administration squawking about the possibility of a Russian invasion. But there's really no reason for Russia to invade. They have the Nord Stream 2. As far as needs of a pipeline, of course, 2 is better than 1. Anybody can know that, but they have their route into Europe now with Nord Stream 2. Of course, in order to be the strong leader, he's left with Ukraine. Under the Obama administration, Vladimir Putin secured Crimea, which was part of Ukraine. To be fair, before it was part of the Ukraine, Crimea was considered to be part of Russia. It was gifted to Ukraine through leadership at that time. Ukraine being the breadbasket of Russia. In essence, basically, Putin took back Crimea, and the Obama administration, they weren't going to buck Russia. Now, the bottom line facts on most of this are, in my opinion, is there's no one in NATO making noise about this but the United States. And no one in NATO is out there touting going to war with Russia over Ukraine. And the bottom line is in the final instances of what can happen, my opinion is if Vladimir Putin wanted to take Ukraine, he'd get it. With minimal resistance from the Ukrainian people. I'm sure there would be some, but it's not going to be a long, drawn-out war if that happens. And while there might be sanctions from the United States, they're not going to commit troops. Mainly because nobody else in NATO will. Nord Stream 2 was the child of Angela Merkel, who is also no longer in power in Germany. Mainly, she's no longer in power in Germany because of Nord Stream 2. So, when you're looking at what's going on with Russia and Ukraine, consider the fact that he already has Nord Stream 2. Push comes to shove, he doesn't have to have Ukraine. However, he wants the United States off his doorstep. He wants the United States out of Ukraine. He absolutely does not want Ukraine to be part of NATO. And amazingly, most NATO nations don't want Ukraine in NATO either. If you look, that's pretty much the answer you'll get in a lot of areas. Again, my opinion. That's it. Do I think that Vladimir Putin is going to declare war? I think that if he wants to, and he does, he'll achieve the objectives that he wants. I don't think that it's going to wind up being a world war. I don't see that happening. If he doesn't, he's going to maintain a heavy military presence on the border of Ukraine. And the reason being is he needs to have a display of strength for Ukraine and the other satellite nations of the former Soviet Union, along with Mother Russia, that he is a powerful leader. And the way to do that is to be forward with his military. Even if he doesn't invade, he's making a point that I will have my troops anywhere I please, right up to and on the border. And if he wants to send troops past the border, it's going to happen. That's it. My name's Rowdy. That's my rant. Everybody have a good day.